What is going on, YouTube? And welcome back to the page where we keep it 100% real about e-commerce. My name is Eamon. In this video, I want to tell you guys about the dark side of TikTok Shop. I want to tell you about all of the negatives. Now, in my channel and on my recent videos and a lot of the other videos on YouTube about TikTok Shop are about the positives, how it's such a great opportunity in e-commerce, how it's something that can make you a lot of money very, very fast. But a lot of people fail to mention the bad sides of it. And I noticed I was doing this myself too. Now, in some videos here and there, I would mention some of the negatives, but usually for the most part, I was telling you guys that it's something that you need to hop on immediately and you need to pursue. However, I've been on the platform for about 4 to 5 months now, and I've been able to compile a pretty long list of all the negatives that you need to know before starting TikTok Shop. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Now, let's start with the first negative because this is the most timely and it's something that's occurring right now and has been occurring over the past few weeks. Is that many shops are getting shut down for absolutely no reason. Now, so your shop getting shut down comes with your funds also being confiscated and held by TikTok Shop. The reasons TikTok Shop gives for these shop closures is copycat issues, reasons like price spam, or for some people, they've just given them 48 violation points and gotten them the hell off a TikTok Shop, which is absolutely ridiculous. This is leaving so many sellers just sitting back and thinking, what is going on? How can my shop be shut down when I have done absolutely nothing wrong? But the worst part about it is they take your money. They legitimately hold the funds. They take everything that you've made so far. Why this is so hurtful, especially for small business owners and people just starting out, because on TikTok, you don't get paid right away when you fulfill orders. You actually don't get paid until 5 days after delivery. However, if your shop is shut down, you've already paid for the fulfillment of all these orders. They've already reached the customers, but there's no way for you to get your money until TikTok decides to release your funds, which is going to hurt so many people and could literally lead to their complete failure in business because they're going to lose everything they have to buy inventory or even run their shop on their own website or run their business on their own website. So your shop getting shut down for absolutely no reason is just such a frustrating thing to deal with, guys. It's not something I've experienced, but I've seen people mention it in my comments. Hey, my shop got shut down. I don't know what to do. I've seen other people post about it, and a lot of the time they've genuinely done nothing wrong. Sometimes they've just listed one or two products, and without even fulfilling an order, without even being given a chance on the platform, their shop gets shut down and they're not allowed to continue selling on the platform for absolutely no reason. It's so frustrating, and I can't believe TikTok even shop runs like this. Now, if you've been lucky enough to actually stay on the platform and not get your shop shut down for absolutely no reason due to a bullshit reason, you most likely realized how bad the seller support system and infrastructure is on TikTok Shop. It's not just bad, it actually does not exist. Now, the best analogy I can give for TikTok Shop is, let's say you're house shopping. You want to buy a house, you find a beautiful mansion, you're there with the realtor, you're visiting it. It's an absolutely perfect neighborhood. From the outside, the house is perfect. It's a beautiful mansion, beautiful yard. In the back, you have an infinity pool with a beautiful view overlooking the ocean. You walk into the house, beautiful floors, beautiful floor plan. Everything looks perfect, but then you go into the bathroom and you realize it's missing a toilet. There's literally no toilet there, right? Now, a toilet is a necessity in a home. Then you go into the kitchen, and while the kitchen space is really nice, you realize it doesn't have a sink and there's actually no running water in the kitchen. Now, as you go through the bedrooms, you realize the ceilings are all leaking water. The roof is absolutely destroyed and it's all leaking. Now, this house looks amazing on the outside. It's perfect. So then you talk to the realtor and you're like, all right, there's all these problems. He's like, oh, don't worry. By the time you move in, they're all going to be fixed, right? It is going to be a perfect house. However, you move in, nothing changes. The house is beautiful from the outside, but from the inside, it's absolutely rotten. It is just not somewhere where you can live. That is the perfect way I've described TikTok Shop. From the outside, it is such a perfect opportunity and such a perfect platform and a perfect chance for TikTok Shop and TikTok to try and overtake Amazon, right? It looks absolutely perfect. But then once you actually start using it, you realize that it is missing the single most important thing, just like that house that's missing toilets and they're never going to get installed. TikTok Shop is missing seller support. Let me break it down for you guys. If you have an issue and you want to submit a support ticket, good luck with that. Your support ticket is going to get responded to by AI bots that are going to drive you nuts and just frustrate you because they're not going to give you an actual answer. You're just going to copy and paste things from policies. Let's say you get frustrated with that and you go and want to talk to a live agent. Good luck with that because live agents have no idea about anything on the platform. They can't really fix anything for you. What they're going to tell you is they're going to submit a support ticket for you, which just gets us back to point A. The ticket is going to take months. I'm telling you guys, weeks or months to get responded to, just for it to get responded to by a stupid AI. So if you have any issues, they're not going to get solved. Now, what's more frustrating on top of this is if your shop didn't get shut down due to stupid violations and things you didn't commit, you might receive violations for things you didn't commit and you're going to try to appeal them. Now, appeals get sent to an offshore team, and this is something that was confirmed to me by an account manager at TikTok Shop. Appeals get sent to an overshore team who also don't know much. They're going to look at it, they're going to reject your appeal and say it's missing supporting details, even though you've included all 10 screenshots. And now you have a bunch of violation points for something you didn't do, and there's no one there that can even communicate with you. So I sit back and think, like, who is the executive at TikTok that was like, it's a good idea to create a marketplace and a platform to try and compete with Amazon, but not even have a seller support setup? It's absolutely crazy, and it's something that is going to drive you nuts and frustrate you a lot, as it has done for me over these past few months. Now, as most of you guys know, if you're familiar with TikTok Shop, one of the biggest restrictions on this platform is that you need to fulfill orders within 3 days. That means not just tracking information inputted, but it needs to actually be in transit. Now, this is, something difficult to deal with, but I wouldn't say it's something that should keep you off the platform. What's frustrating about it though, guys, is you can do your part, right? You can fulfill the order within 3 days. It can be in transit, but TikTok Shop actually has a problem where tracking data does not sync over from USPS. And I didn't realize this until after a few months in. I started seeing that orders were marked as late on TikTok Shop, yet in the tracking on USPS and on their website, the order would sometimes be in transit and sometimes even delivered. While on Shop, Seller Central, it shows that it hasn't even, it's not even on its way to the customer. The worst part about this is you're going to get violation points because all those orders that were actually in transit and sometimes even delivered count as late dispatch, which increases your late dispatch rate and can give you anywhere from 1 to 5 violation points. Now, this right here was just so annoying to me because I was thinking, I'm doing my part. We're grinding as sellers, we're working really hard to get the order out to the customer on time, hopefully get it delivered on time and fulfilled in 3 days, which is really difficult as it is. But then you're going to add something on top of that where your platform is not going to carry over tracking information from USPS. And you're not even going to be able to kind of have some leeway there and not give violation points. They'll still give you violation points, and it's something that they do not care about because even if you appeal the violation points for this reason, like I said, submit supporting documents like I've done, is going to go over to the offshore team who are going to ignore the support documents and reject your appeal due to missing documentation or missing evidence. Even though the evidence is right there, they're going to completely ignore that and push it to the side. They don't care and they're not going to listen to you, which has been so annoying for me. Something else that has been really frustrating me over the past few weeks, and I've been thinking about it, is that TikTok Shop keeps increasing the threshold for you to become a seller on the platform, right? They keep pushing you to uphold certain standards to give customers the best experience possible, which is fair enough, right? Over this past week, they've added a new threshold or a new guideline that you have to abide by, and that is orders need to be delivered within, I think, 14 business days. And if not, it's going to get canceled. Even if it's in transit, even if there's been delays overall on USPS or UPS, the order gets canceled, the customer gets the package, and then they also get their money because you didn't get the item to them on time on the time frame that TikTok Shop estimated. Now, what is frustrating about this is TikTok Shop wants us to uphold our end of the bargain and treat customers as best as possible and give them a flawless experience, which is totally fair, especially on a new platform. However, TikTok Shop is not doing the same for us. they give us an absolutely shit seller experience where if the slightest thing goes wrong, you're done, right? You're left out in the rain on your own. They're not going to support you. They're not going to answer your questions. They're not going to give you any sort of remedy for you to improve, right? On the platform, they're harsh with violations. They'll give you violations you didn't commit, and then they're not going to even be there to answer your questions, which is so stupid when you think about it. Because how are you expecting us to uphold our end of the bargain, but you can't uphold your end of the bargain to us sellers? And I was thinking about it this way. Commerce does not exist without the sellers, right? TikTok Shop, just like Etsy, just like Amazon, are all middlemen. They're all just platforms that we sell on. Now, it'd be very difficult for us to, make certain amounts of revenue without these platforms, right? But then we can also create our own website and make revenue because the most important two parts of commerce are the seller and the buyer. Without both of them, there is no commerce. So we truly hold the power in this situation. However, TikTok Shop does not seem to listen to any sellers on the platform. Everyone communicates over and over and over and over again. Seller support does not exist. We are not given any sort of, people to reach out to, direct contacts at TikTok. You expect us to be perfect with customers, respond within 24 hours all the time, always be attentive, and always, work to such a high standard that you can't even give us the very basic of, having someone to email and getting a response in a timely manner. Not even in a timely manner, just a real human to speak to about problems that we see on the platform or actually listen to our feedback. Because guys, I've done a couple polls on my channel on like the community side of things where I just ask people, hey, how has your experience been dealing with seller support? And 90% of the time, the overwhelming majority, sellers or people who answer that poll say they've had an absolutely terrible experience. Now, the three um, answers that are available are terrible, decent, or good. No one ever says good. It's usually always like two or three people that say good. Maybe they just started selling on the platform. For the most part, 90% of people say they've had a terrible experience. If you look on Reddit forums, if you look at YouTube comments on videos about TikTok Shop, everyone who has dealt with the platform says it is an absolute nightmare. And for this platform to look at all this negative feedback and not even try to change just pisses me off because who do they think they are, right? Yeah, it's a big opportunity, yeah. But to treat us like such garbage, pretty much, they treat sellers like shit, just does not make any sense to me. And these executives at TikTok Shop really need to wake up. That being said, guys, I'm really glad I was able to make this video for y'all because on my channel and most other channels on YouTube, they're just talking about, hey, this is such a huge opportunity. And it is a big opportunity, right? I would definitely recommend you getting started, trying it out, seeing what you can achieve on it, hopefully growing a bit of an audience that you can transfer over to your website. But it's still good for you to know all the negative sides of it, to have a holistic understanding of the platform. And like I always do on this channel, I try to keep it 100% real with you guys and not sugarcoat anything, not sell you a false dream because at the end of the day, that doesn't help out anyone. With that being said, I know I say with that being said a whole bunch, but if you guys have specific questions about the platform, you'd like to learn about more strategy specific to what you want to sell, or want to learn more about, how I've been able to have success on the platform and my best advice, we'll have my Calendly link down below for a face-to-face, one-on-one, where it's direct. I'm not selling you no course or any of that bullshit. Also, if you want to do print on demand, which is what I've been doing, you'll find Printify link down below. I think it's like a referral link. So if you guys complete a bunch of, if you guys order off of Printify and actually sell through it, I'm going to get like 20 bucks. So help your boy out. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, drop a comment down below. Tell me about your negative experience on TikTok Shop. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.